on, Nevaeh. Good girl, Molly.
Do you want to maybe talk about how Freddo feels about Roscoe and Chance? You know, a couple of people have asked, they can see that Freddo looks like he is on high alert when they come out, and perhaps he's in protection mode. So how does Freddo feel about it?
So obviously when we spoke about this, it wasn't on camera.
Beg your pardon?
When we spoke about this last time, it wasn't on camera. It was just to you, was it? I'm not going to repeat myself though.
I don't think that we have recorded anything. I think that was a conversation that we just had. Yeah.
So
I've replied to a few people's comments, I think, but I'm pretty sure we haven't spoken publicly. Yeah.
There's a couple of different things that Freddo's feeling. Not so much protection or anything like that, but you've got to remember Freddo has come from this world. Freddo knows how it works in all the pounds, and so he naturally, you know, is sucked back into that world of showing strength. You know, I'm strong, I'm not scared of you, and it's a natural status thing. It's kind of like jail rules, you know, where the strong survive. So, and showing any signs of weakness and you start getting picked on. This is the world these dogs have come from, and Freddo's no stranger to it. He knows how to speak the language, and so as soon as they come out, he straight away asserts himself and says, hey, I'm here, I'm not scared of you, I'm tough, and basically they all leave him alone.
For everyone at home, Freddo and YoYo usually have a moment every time they meet, don't they? When YoYo returns to the farm. Not when I say a moment, it's not a moment of they have it out and
it's like, it's like their own special handshake.
They
come in and go, you still tough? Yeah, I'm still tough. Okay.
Every Wednesday it's the same thing.
The same thing happens with Conrad when he arrives.
He does. Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's just that world. And it's over really quick.
It is.
You know, all it is a show of strength.
You can see these two.
But see, he wants to play.
Roscoe does.
Roscoe's a big teddy bear. He wants to play. Whereas
Freddo's an older boy,
more
mature.
He just wants Roscoe to acknowledge, you know,
that he's Freddo the Rottweiler.
That's right.
He's the, I was going to say the king of the farm, but
it's a big title,
isn't it? He's.
You win on me, mate. Hey, I hope you weren't struggling up for me there, big boy. So yeah, it's a little thing. Every now and again, like if he, you know, I can see that his body language is really enthusiastic about it before I let them out, then I'll have to settle him down because he'll be a bit too confronting with them. But it's just the way that he interacts with them, and that's the language they know. It's definitely not the language of, you know, the dogs we're used to seeing at daycare, because none of them have come from that world. But yeah, it's a bit of a...
Yeah, they, majority of them really do assume that these guys are just like them.
Majority of them. There's a couple that instantly recognise their badass and run away.
That's very true.
Yeah,
which does give us a little chuckle sometimes, you know. Yeah, but a lot of them just assume that they're
normal.
You know,
they've never seen anything.
They don't
you know,
see any difference.
Or...
But it's the dogs like Freddo and Shadow that know that, you know, they recognise you've got a similar background.
Yeah.
And I think it's also that they, like Freddo, he doesn't trust them.
Oh no.
You know.
There is a little bit of, like, it's not so much.
He's ready.
defense.
He expects something to go down.
But it's almost like he is willing to, or straight away wanting them to acknowledge, hey, this is my territory, and we play by certain rules here. You know, leave the agenda at the door. That's kind of like what he says as they come out. You know, don't carry on any of this rubbish.
Yeah.
There's none of that allowed here. And so anytime there is anything, he can spot it well before anything erupts. And, you know, I can see when I'm starting to have to settle some of them down. Freddo's the first one to come in huffing, going, you know, as if he can sense what's going on.
YoYo's the same, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When YoYo was here for the extended training period, he always had a similar demeanour, didn't he?
Yeah.
And they saw him as an outcast once he joined
once YoYo started crossing the fence and started to become part of the house because his training was developing, they all sort of turned on him, and he kind of got put to the outside, but he was very good because I taught him not to react, so he wasn't defending himself. But he actually went the other way. Anytime any of the dogs had a go at me, YoYo would be the first to come in and back me up.
Yeah.
You know, remember that?
Physically.
Yeah, he'd pin the dogs before I could realise, you know, he was involved in it. I was always focusing on a dog, you know, trying to bite me, and I'm dancing around the lead, and next thing you know, YoYo came in, bang, I was standing on top of him. I was like, oh, that's enough, mate. Good boy, buddy. Back off. I'll sort it from here. But yeah, he's very good, but he talks the language as well.
Yeah,
you know,
so they recognise those early signs.
The difference between these guys, I'll give you so people can sort of understand. The difference between these guys, if you go to a dog park and a dog that hasn't been through the system, they've never been into pounds or kennels or abandoned or anything like that, they've never been exposed to the level of violence that these guys have. The normal interaction at a dog park is two dogs will come and see each other, and their hackles will go up, and they'll stand stiff and sort of prance around each other, like sussing each other out, who's bigger. And then it might go to a couple of little dances around, maybe a growl, a snap, maybe even a little bit of a wrestle, but no real biting. Like the escalation levels, there's so many levels to go. Whereas these guys go in, they suss out and go, it's on. And they go straight for it. They go straight for, you know, full-blown fight. Whereas anyone else is not going to be expecting that, any of these dogs. And so that's why these guys know. And it's usually because they've all been beaten up before at one point and realised, oh, you've got to get the first bite in to win, or you can't be mucking around with this, you've got to go full on. So it's one of those things where they've, you know, once bitten, twice shy, and so they don't muck around with any of those levels. As soon as they know there's any tension, that's it, they're full on.
So that was just Ziggy. For those at home, it was just Ziggy having a bark at Roscoe. Ziggy's only just joined the holiday pack, and
all of a sudden he's like, what are these guys doing out?
Nothing happened. Ziggy was just saying...
He's getting weirded out.
Yeah. Back off.
Yeah.
You're too close to me.
Roscoe running around. Good boy, mate. Good boy, mate. Good boy, Good boy. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Well, shall we keep moving?
Yep.